Hello and welcome to our daily show. I am Ahmed Sharif and you are watching AUC TV. Hundreds of Azhar University students, angered by a mass outbreak of food poisoning at their campus, stormed the offices of the country's top Muslim cleric, who presides over the institution. The protests occurred Tuesday morning after a meal served at the university dorms in Cairo's Nasr City district, causing the poisoning of 583 students. They were taken to 8 different hospitals in Cairo. Thousands of Al-Azhar students blocked the Salah Salim Road, a vital artery linking the city's south to its eastern districts. They called for the resignation of the university's president. The angry students claimed the real number of the poison topped 1,000. The students said that it was not the first case of poisoning.
حصل حالات تسمم قبل كده في حالات البنات وشوفنا دود في الاكل ومفيش اي حد استجاب لينا. وبالنسبه امبارح 500 حاله تسمم وصلوا مستشفيات دير الداش ومستشفى الصحه العامه ومفيش اي حد سأل فينا. كل اللي احنا عاوزينه بس حد يعبرنا. كلنا بنطالب بس من شيخ الازهر يشوف اي حد حصل له حاله تسمم يحط ان هو مكان ابنه بس.
The president of Al-Azhar University has been in position since 2011. Unconfirmed reports on liberal suits say that the episode was planned to topple Tayyip after he refused to approve Islamic sukuk, which are an Islamic financial certificate similar to a bond in Western finance that complies to Sharia. The ideas of sukuk was introduced to help boost the economy. Egyptian satirist Bassem Youssef had a 5-hour investigation session for his popular TV show Al Barnamij. Youssef was summoned on Saturday due to the accusations of insulting President Mohamed Morsi and the Islamic religion. Supporters of Bassem Youssef gathered in front of the Supreme Court shouting his name and repeated phrases demanding the step down of the current regime. Youssef's supporters exceeded 200 people, which led him to walk through the crowd with bodyguards. Youssef categorically denied the accusations that were filed in his arrest warrant. He was released after the interrogation with a £15,000 bail. Youssef's fans supported him on Facebook and in prison. Bassem Youssef is my voice that cannot reach the media. He's the one who speaks for us. And we are coming here today because we don't want to lose our voice. American satirist Jon Stewart spoke about the Youssef arrest in his show, giving his full support to Egypt's satirist and criticizing the Egyptian government. Stewart referred to Youssef as his brother and his Egyptian counterpart. Stewart criticized President Morsi for the decision to summoning Youssef to court. Stewart also spoke about the freedom of expression in Egypt, comparing it to the United States.
Both the president and Islam.
That's illegal? Seriously, that's illegal in Egypt? Because if insulting the president and Islam were a jailable offense here, Fox News go bye-bye.
Stewart's episode was posted amongst many Egyptian bloggers and Facebook users on the official level. The presidential office denounced what it called any foreign intervention. An obvious outcry for support for Bassem Youssef was this banner. In AUC, the core of liberal academic education, students voiced their concerns towards the matter.
We don't have any free media here. We have free media and you're free to say what you want. But what we saw that happened with Bassem Youssef, it describes that we have someone watching and someone saying this is allowed and this is not allowed.
This totally goes against what we believe in and what the basics of the revolution and what we wanted. We want freedom of speech, and this totally violates our the idea of freedom of speech, and of course no one wants this.
It's very annoying the fact that we here in Egypt, TV hosts have to be restricted on what they say and they have to portray a certain image.
It's clear, it's a confirmation that the regime does not respect media freedom, does not respect opposition in any kind. I mean, this is kind of an opposition. It's not political, it's a media opposition, which shows that the regime is against any kind of opposition, especially now with any powerful source.
Still at AUC, the Department of Journalism and Mass Communication celebrated the launching of the AUC Radio Studio. The studio, which took a year in the making, was established by the students of the radio production class, JRMC 460, under the guidance of their professor, Dr. Kim Fox. The surprise appearance of radio celebrities Yara Gindi and Yusuf Al-Husseini was a delight for everyone, as they gave the studio its first sound test. AUC President Dr. Lisa Anderson, Dean Nabil Fahmi, and the entire family of the Mass Communications Department attended the opening of the studio. Chair of the JRMC department, Dr. Mervet Abaouf, conveyed her aspirations that in the near future, the studio would turn out to be the AUC community radio.
Well, as you see, I'm overwhelmed. I'm so happy, I'm so proud, so excited. I think we've accomplished a lot. And I have so many to thank, because this is not something that could have happened on my own. Starting the president and of course Dean Fahmy, who really insisted to see this through. And we've been trying to have it established for the past year. And now we have our radio.
Dr. Kim Fox went on to explain that the studio will provide the department's multimedia journalism students with many opportunities.
Well, we're excited about the grand opening, the open house for the JRMC radio studio. It will be the home of AUC Radio, and the students will have an opportunity to work with professional grade equipment and to prepare for their careers in the media, so we're very excited.
Students of radio production who saw this great project come through voiced out their happiness and pride.
Well, honestly, the atmosphere is very professional, and it really helps when we're recording the show. We do really feel like we're making a proper radio show, and so it's a really good experience.
It helped me a lot, give me a lot of in-field experience.
We've been working in this, or we used to see the studio, and it's awesome, and it's very helpful for our class and for radio and audio work.
On the regional level, unknown gunmen launched coordinated attacks on several Iraqi newspaper headquarters late on Monday, injuring some employees and damaging furniture. Newspaper employees said some of the gunmen were disguised in military uniforms. Glass had been smashed in the building's entrance, and partially burnt newspapers were strewn on the ground. Staff said the attacks were the first time Iraqi newspapers have been targeted in this way. Officials say that the reason behind the attacks is not known yet. Yasser Talal, secretary-editor of Ad-Dustur newspaper, said the attacks which targeted the Iraqi newspaper were the first of their kind.
About 50 gunmen attacked our newspaper headquarters yesterday night and beat the employees, stabbing 2 of them with knives in addition to setting fire to the newspaper headquarters and damaging its furniture and computers.
Moving to the world of sports, Egyptian national youth soccer team has been announced champions of the African Cup after defeating their rivals Ghana in a game that many have described as an unpredictable match that ended up with a tie forcing both teams into penalty kicks. The match took place last Sunday in the Algerian capital city Algiers and witnessed the presence of the Algerian fans in supporting the Egyptian team. In the beginning of the game, Mahmoud Trezeguet earned the young Pharaohs a penalty kick after being tackled by the Ghana defender Malouno. Saleh Goma took the penalty kick and set a lead for the Egyptian team. Not less than 3 minutes later, Ghana retaliated after earning another penalty kick which was scored, setting an equalizer. After 90 minutes that witnessed a lot of pressure from both teams and reached nowhere with a tie of 1 to each team, penalty kicks were the only option left for only one team to qualify for the World Cup. Egyptian goalkeeper Masoud Maoud led Egypt after blocking Ghana's midfielder Situnu penalty kick, leading Egypt over Ghana. The Egyptian team was left with one shot to qualify for the World Cup. Hossein Ghairi scored the remaining goal into Ghana qualifying the youth team to the World Cup. That's all for today. Thank you for watching and see you next time.